The first time I met Queen Xyara of the Drelian Empire, I almost dropped my translator pad. Not because she was beautiful, though she was, but because everyone in the coalition had whispered about her for decades. They called her the most feared queen in known space. She had conquered 5 star systems in under 3 years. Her fleet alone could annihilate a planet before breakfast. Entire civilizations fled at the sound of her name. And yet here she was, leaning casually against her command dais, one sharp eyebrow arched, giving me a wink. I froze. "Human," she said, her voice lilting yet sharp as fractured crystal. "You are new." I nodded, trying to look confident while my stomach did cartwheels. "Translator assigned to your fleet, Your Majesty." I'm Elias Mercer." She tilted her head, studying me as if she could read my entire nervous system. Then she smiled just slightly. That wink. It was as if she already knew I was going to be trouble. "Ah," she said. "So you understand me." "Why, yes," I stammered. "Good," she said. "You will need to. We have delicate matters to attend to." Delicate. That word meant nothing. In the context of Xyara, it meant something explosive, dangerous, and probably lethal. And here I was, the human translator, expected to navigate it. The beginning, assigned to the Queen. I had been recruited from Earth for my linguistic skills and diplomatic training, but I never imagined being assigned to the feared Queen herself. The job description was simple in theory. Translate her communications to the Coalition, ensure no mistakes, prevent misunderstandings, survive. The reality was far more complicated. The Drelian Empire had a language of clicks, hums, and high-frequency tones that no human could reproduce naturally. My translator pad could pick up her sounds and convert them into standard Coalition, but nuances were tricky. A wrong syllable could start a war or end your life. "Your human mind is fascinating," Xyara said during my first briefing. "You can comprehend concepts that even my advisors struggle with. I will need you to mediate with delicate diplomats." I blinked. "I'll do my best." She leaned closer, just close enough that her sharp, metallic scent hit me. Then she winked. The wink. I didn't understand it at first. Was it mockery? A test? An invitation? Probably all three. Her attention turned to the view screen showing a volatile system on the edge of Drelian space. Coalition envoys were trapped in negotiations, and a misunderstanding could trigger a war. "You will accompany me," she said, decisively. "You translate. You advise. And you survive. This is not optional." I swallowed. That was my entire job description boiled down to keep her alive.
Make sure the diplomats don't die.
And don't get killed yourself. The middle, diplomatic tensions and subtle manipulations. The first challenge came sooner than I expected. A coalition envoy arrived, a species of tall, crystalline beings known as the Solari, whose delicate bone lattice made them extremely sensitive to sound. One mispronounced word could fracture their attention span, or worse. Xyara greeted them personally. Her reputation preceded her. The Solari were visibly tense. And then she winked at me. I understood immediately. I was not just a translator. I was her shield. She was signaling, "Watch carefully, human." Every word matters. The negotiation started. Xyara spoke in Drelian clicks, rapid and precise. I translated. The Solari responded with careful tone modulations. Then came a tricky phrase, an idiom that meant something entirely different if mistranslated. I hesitated for half a second. A mistake could be catastrophic. But Xyara nudged her elbow at me, the faintest smirk playing on her lips. That wink again. I made the choice. I adjusted the phrasing to a safer interpretation. The Solari nodded in agreement. No explosions, no declarations of war. Only Xyara's subtle grin, visible just to me. Over the next few days, the missions became harder. Pirate raids threatened supply routes. Rebel factions within Drelian space attempted sabotage. And every time, Xyara would wink, once, twice, sometimes 3 times, always during moments I didn't expect. It was like she was guiding me without words. I began to realize the truth. Xyara didn't just command fear, she commanded understanding. And she trusted me to interpret it. The crisis, a threat from within. Everything changed when we intercepted a message from a Dominion agent embedded in Drelian High Command. The message indicated a planned assassination attempt on Xyara during a high-profile meeting with planetary governors. Security measures were extreme, but the Dominion agent was clever. They had disguised themselves among the ceremonial guards. Xyara looked at me with that same piercing stare. Elias, you see the danger? Yes, Your Majesty. But You must trust me, she interrupted. This is why you are here. We entered the Grand Council Hall, my translator pad ready. Xyara's aura alone commanded attention, but the Dominion agent was subtle, blending into shadows. I noticed it immediately. A slight misalignment in posture, a hand that lingered too long near a weapon. The wink, her subtle, almost imperceptible movement, alerted me. I signaled quietly through our translator link. Potential threat, second guard from the left. She responded with a blink and a half smile. It was the same wink, the one that had puzzled me at first, now a lifeline. The agent moved, reaching for a concealed weapon. I spoke, careful and precise, translating a false ceremonial phrase that Xyara fed me. The agent froze. The words, perfectly chosen, exposed their deception. Guards moved in. Threat neutralized. Xyara turned to me, and this time, there was no need for words. The wink said it all. You saved me, and we did it together. The revelation. What the wink meant. After the council, Xyara summoned me to her private chambers. The warships loomed outside, their engines humming like a living heartbeat. She gestured to a chair. Do you understand now? She asked. I hesitated. Your winks. I thought they were signals, tests, maybe teasing. She chuckled softly, the sound a melodic vibration.
Partly.
But more than that, they are trust. Every wink is a choice. I choose to let you see what others cannot. You are more than a translator. You are my insight, my shield, my partner in understanding a galaxy that fears me. I was stunned. The most feared queen in known space, who could level cities without thought, was telling me, a human translator, that she trusted me with her life, her diplomacy, her secrets. And she added with a teasing lift of one brow, it is easier to signal subtly than to shout across the hall. Her wink, finally, made sense.
It wasn't flirtation exactly.
It was communication, confidence, connection. I realized then that everything I had thought about power, fear, and hierarchy was incomplete. True power wasn't just strength or weaponry. True power was trust, and she had given it to me. The climax, saving the Queen's fleet. Just as I was processing the revelation, alarms sounded. Dominion dreadnoughts had jumped into orbit, bypassing our early warning network. The fleet was vulnerable. Xyara didn't panic. She didn't shout.
She winked at me.